Black Americans, white women decided to send themselves directly to prison. They did not only do that, they lost what is giving them income. Because why? They can't stand the chance of seeing a black woman. This is a story that I've literally been circulating. I don't know if you guys have seen the story yet, but I'm so excited because even as at this point, a lot of black Americans are still doing what they are supposed to do. In fact, if you're a black American watching this video, whenever you see all of this thing happening to you, just do exactly what this beautiful black woman did. She made black people proud. Let's go watch. Welcome to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Let's go watch. I'll be back with commentaries.
Because shopping while black even in 2026 is a crime. So this lovely woman was shopping at Zara, minding her own business at Alderwood Mall in Washington. You know, just perusing and browsing as we all do. And also, if you are a person of color, you also know that you are usually watched a little bit closer than other patrons that visit the store. And that's exactly what happened, except these goofy Zara employers took it a step further. Oh, here you can see the victim just walking out of Zara, completely has no idea what's going on. There's the first employee approaching her. Now, there's the second employee that came out of the store and is trotting up there. There's a third one that started jogging, and then a fourth one that started sprinting, which is crazy. Now, after watching the videos, it's not necessarily clear if they saw that woman take an actual item out of the store. They said that their computers actually tripped the system, which alerted them that she may have possibly taken something out of the store without paying for it. I haven't worked retail in decades at this point, but when I did work retail, every single store that I worked at Victoria's Secret, The Gap, Swatch, all the things, the training was the same. If someone is coming into the store and they are stealing something, you are not to run after them. It is a safety thing and a liability thing. You have no idea how crazy people are, and it is not worth your life over some merchandise that's being taken from the store because the company is going to get paid for it anyway through insurance. It's the fact that they ran after her, followed her all the way to her vehicle, to her car. Not once did they physically witness or see her drop any item. They said that she took a pink dress, drop it anywhere, but accusing her, she must have dropped it, she must have dropped it. Not to mention, the police officer said that this store does this all the time. It is not the first time that they've done this, but this is the first time that I think someone is finally pressing charges, because the woman that they accused called the cops, the real cops, and said, I wanted to press charges.
Can I file charges or what? Are they still saying I stole?
I'm gonna work on that.
I'm the one who called,
Yeah.
so I want this merchandise shit to be over with. I want to file charges against those women now.
And I just have to applaud her, because Black people do not sue enough. We really, really don't. We don't call the police enough, which I understand why, and we don't sue enough. And in this case, I'm glad that she did that. And the fact that the video footage is released is a pretty convincing sign that the charges happened. This is now public information that we were able to even see all of these videos. If you go to her account, you can see all of the videos. And I'm really glad that they were blasted, and I'm hopefully Zara gets rid of these employees so that they don't harass anyone anymore. But the fact that they ran after her, like, what did they think was going to happen? What did they think was going to happen is what I want to know. The fact that they have the gumption or the territory to even go after someone for like, honey, this is a corporation that does not care about you. Just chalk it up to insurance. But shout out to her. Glad she sued them. Hope she won. But again, shopping while black, y'all. Just wow, how traumatizing.
Those Zara employees that chased that lady through the mall, and yes, literally through the mall, is not talked about enough. And you might think that I'm exaggerating. I'm literally not. Number one, if you work retail, you know this. The most dangerous thing for you to do is to chase somebody outside your store. So you literally don't. You just call the police and let them handle it. All your merchandise is insured, so your company doesn't lose money, you don't lose money, and most importantly, you don't lose your life. But what's not talked about enough is that all those employees, all white women by the way, lied. They lied about literally everything the moment the police got there. They said that she ran out the store. Video surveillance evidence showed that she just calmly walked out the store. Actually, the only people that ran out the store is them to literally chase this lady down. The employee said that they didn't grab her and that she pushed them. Video surveillance showed that they did grab her and she did not push them. They said that she didn't have the items that she walked in with when she left, but not only does video surveillance show, the cops checked her full car and it did show that she did have those items that she walked in with prior to her leaving. They lied about literally everything, and the police, instead of them being nonpartisan, you can hear them agreeing with the employees the moment that they tell their story. And the moment this lady want to file charges against the employees for assault, now everyone's confused and oh, we can't do that. Like, this isn't talked about enough. How easy it is for these employees, especially white women, to lie and authorities just automatically assume that it's the truth. Like, this is just so crazy to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Those Zara employees that stopped that black woman when they thought she was stealing weren't only being racist, they were also being reckless. Because what's so crazy is you didn't only risk her safety, you also risked your own. I don't care if she was stealing or not. The fact that they took time out of their day to run out of their place of employment to try and physically stop her from stealing an item they thought that she stole is insane. What's funny though is they did all that for no reason. It was a waste of time, because even if she was stealing, the problem is you are putting yourself, the people that you're trying to stop, and the company at risk. I've been a store manager, in HR, and in loss prevention. You are not supposed to leave that store. You are not supposed to leave the premises. You are supposed to leave that up to either designated loss prevention, and even then, they're still supposed to be within a certain perimeter of where they work at, or call the police. Because if anything happens, that company's going to throw you under the bus, because you can be replaced immediately. Because I can almost guarantee you that, and here's the thing, if you look at the video, when the police are telling them that the woman they assaulted wanted to file charges against them, they were shocked. Like, what? What? She wants to file charges against, because they could not fathom that the police would actually take the word of that black woman over them. Even though there's video evidence to back up the woman they assaulted, what she said, they just couldn't process that they would take her word over it. And I can almost guarantee you they're going to come back and say, well, we're always told that if we think somebody is stealing, we need to try to stop them and blah, 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 whatever. But as soon as the company, which is Zara, still hasn't responded to anybody, as soon as they are confronted with this hailstorm and finally need to make a statement, they're going to say they ain't never told you that. And you're going to be let go. They're going to say, we never told them to do that. We never told them to run out of that store. Actually, it's against company policy for them to do that. And they're going to sit there looking stupid. Hey, it's what they get.
One more thing about this whole Zara situation, because I know this is not a unique experience, so tell me if you relate. Because just like the victim in the video, I too walk into stores and see that there's nothing that I want. Because before I walk out this store, I get this mini panic attack, and I know I didn't do anything wrong. But because I didn't buy anything, I always had a feeling that the person working behind the register will assume that I stole something. And it could be any store. And that's because Black people don't live in reality. Our reality is based on the Ha's perception of us. And you could guess how terrifying that is.
I said it before, and I will say it again, the most dangerous place for Black people to live is in white people's imagination.
Because before I even walk into a store, they'd rather treat me as a criminal than a customer. And let's say I did buy something, then I have somebody by the door making sure that's the only thing that I take. So there's no customer service because they treat me as a criminal going in and coming out. And this situation definitely solidified that fear, because if they actually treated the victim as a potential customer and not a potential criminal, we wouldn't even be here. Let me know if you ever experienced that panic attack when you're leaving a store empty-handed.
The lady that was followed outside of the Zara, like ran down, chased down by the workers, literally handled herself so well. She handled it better than I would. She held her composure better than I did. And I'm glad that she did, because she was like, now I want to press charges, because now I'm going to do what y'all thought that y'all were going to do to me. Now I'm going to do that to y'all. First of all, why did all four, like it was like four of them rushing out to get her. Even if she did steal something, why does it need four of y'all to go after her? Who the fuck is watching the store? Okay. And I'm telling y'all this now, like, when you're in that type of situation, it just doesn't feel good. And I think for her, it's one thing if you inside a store, but they literally ran out the store to go get this lady, and that lady did not steal anything. And they were trying their hardest, like, no, search her car. She got this. All of this is on camera. All this, the lady, she got all the videos. And like I said, I really do actually feel like she got a case because she sued them for assault, because why are you touching? Y'all should not be running out the store for these type of stuff. But first of all, Bath and Body Works, I saw a video. They came in with 2 bags and left with 2 full bags of items full of shit. And then people just didn't say anything. They just let them walk out with the shit. Because it's like, what if that lady would have really done something to hurt y'all? Then you would have had something to say. And no shade, those ladies had accents. So I don't know where they were from. I don't know. Somebody said it was like Ukraine accents, whatever. Like that lady said, this is here we do things here in America. No shade. Running after somebody, doing all that for some Zara pieces, it wasn't worth it.
Hey, remember when Zara employees chased a woman through the mall into the parking lot and up to her car, accusing her of stealing, and the police showed up and found absolutely nothing? I do. It's almost like I posted about it yesterday. Welcome to episode 1, season 1 of a new series called The Luncheon Lawyer Investigates. Today we're diving even deeper into the theft by shoplifting from Zara and daring to answer the bold question of, was the shoplifting ever in the room with us? First, I wanted to see if I could find anything about Zara's actual policy on chasing people out of the store, into the food court, and into the parking lot. The best I could find was this employee manual. It's pretty old, but general policies about how to treat and interact with customers I would think are still generally the same. Like, the customer is always right. We've heard that since the dawn of time, dang near. From what I understand, Inditex owns Zara and has a company policy, a public code of conduct that binds every single employee worldwide. I would think that includes every Zara store, right? And right there in their own document, it says employees are supposed to treat customers with, and I quote, respect, dignity, and justice. It explicitly prohibits any form of violence, harassment, or abuse or discrimination. So allegedly, running a customer down into the parking lot and accusing them of stealing, probably safe to say that's not treating them with dignity and justice. And it definitely sounds like allegedly violence, harassment, abuse, and discrimination. But wait, there's more. If these allegations against Zara are true, this wouldn't even be the first time. Doing a 10-second search, I found 2 videos of people saying that they were falsely accused of stealing at Zara, and then I found an actual lawsuit. Y'all, listen to this. 3 black men walked into a Zara. A completely different black man who, as far as I can tell, they didn't know was stealing, according to Zara security. So what did Zara security allegedly do? They claimed that all 4 of the men were together and that the 3 men must have been friends with or in cahoots with the other guy. So the 3 men got detained and searched, and of course, nothing was found. The man who was actually allegedly stealing, yeah, he left the store. The lawsuit says it right here. Police questioned and detained the 3 men for several minutes before Zara's security team allegedly admitted that they had watched the actual alleged shoplifter just go on about his merry way. So, of course, the three men sued, and Zara tried to get the discrimination claim thrown out. They lost. The judge said, nope, there's enough here to make out a basic claim for discrimination. This case is moving forward. Now, Zara did win on the assault and battery claim, but only because the employees in that case didn't physically touch anybody, they just called the cops. Now, in the video we're talking about today with this young woman, as you can see right here, the employee did make physical contact with her, which means assault and battery is 100% on the table. I emailed Zara for comment on this specific incident and their policy on pursuing customers. If they respond, you'll be the first to know.
To show you something, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that we're caught up, here's some of the reasons why that was fucked up. One, in general, I'm pretty sure none of them own that store. It's not their store, not really their merchandise. Stores have insurance for this type of shit. Two, I'm pretty sure none of them are, what do they call it? Loss prevention people, which that's their job to handle that, fill out the reports and all that. Loss prevention's specific job is for that. That's two. Three, I was a security guard at one time. You are not truly legally allowed to stop and or detain anyone. Especially the second they get out of the store, you're supposed to let them go. Call the authorities. Not supposed to follow them. Not supposed to chase them. And then last, let's say she did, which all signs show that she didn't. Let's say that she did. Again, all the things I said shouldn't have followed them, but they did follow her, shouldn't have chased her. But let's say they just followed at a steady pace to see where she's going. Once they got to her car, they literally only had to take a picture of the license plate, give it to the police, and go about their day. And that's it. There's nothing extra they need to do except maybe answer a few questions like they're doing in that video. But yeah, it's not their job to fucking go Avengers on a person. And they say, oh, the thing went off and everything. Okay, again, you can feel how you want to feel about it. You can be upset how you want about it. It's not your store, so it's not your merchandise. And you're not legally required to do or able to do anything. She could have walked out that store, turned the fuck around, and told all of you guys to fuck off. And legally, there's nothing you could do. Legally, you can't prove anything. Legally, you can't touch her. And I'm not speaking on, I used to be a security guard. I've worked in retail stores, and I've heard you're not allowed to do anything. Do not touch them. I think security card was like detain, deter, is some stupid acronym they came up with. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. I would have stitched it, but in this app, when anybody puts any type of sound effect or in their video, you can't stitch it without the same sound effect, which is fucking stupid. So, yeah.
Zara can get targeted. Whenever we're ready to stop shopping at Zara, that's fine with me. Bye forever. Chasing a black woman around a mall like a lynch mob. There's entire CCTV receipts. I don't need to ever shop at Zara again. I'm just saying, if y'all, I don't tell black women what to do. I don't tell 90% what to do. But if we ready to stop shopping at Zara, and Coach Dad will be thrilled. We say goodbye to Target. Anybody think we're going to have a problem saying goodbye to Zara? Like, immediately? Cool with me. They deserve what they get. I don't even know if we shop at Zara. I bet you it's going to hurt that we don't shop there anymore. Y'all let me know. We stop and shop at Zara. I'm very happy to stop shopping at Zara immediately. Immediately. They basically were accusing a black woman. There was a black woman just came into the store, was looking around, didn't see no she like, walked out. They proceed to try to say she's stealing, checking her bags, and they literally were like chasing her around the mall. Maybe Zara will get targeted.
So Zara fired all the workers that was in that incident, all those white ladies that was running after this black lady stating that she stole from the store, let me give you the tea. Zara was livid. How dare you leave my store unattended to run after this lady? I was exposed. Now we're out in the public. Everyone knows what's going on. Everyone sees what's going on. Everyone is thinking like, is this a Zara thing? And on top of that, you let my company getting sued? Zara said, you all gotta go. You all gotta go. So now all them workers that was running to the mall, sweating, getting all of that attention, running after this black lady, calling the popo and all of that. No, they all fired. Because you left Zara place unattended. Like, what were you thinking?
I can't help but think about the emotional toll it must take on somebody to be chased by 4 white women as a black woman into your car, accused of stealing. The cops search you and they still want to press charges on you. I hope that lady owns every single Zara in the nation by the time this is all said and done. White people are so dangerous. I feel like people are itching for a moment to be xenophobic. It doesn't matter. Whiteness in general. Look how all those white people tried to flip that story on that lady when she didn't steal a goddamn thing. I think she needs to sue the cops too. Dare I say it, I don't care. The audacity to assault a woman, chase her to her car, and then sit in front of the police and say, I wonder if we can have security follow her and see where, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And the cop who was with her talking about, they do this all the time, you know, which makes me question why they treated her like a criminal still. You don't even know how much you just helped that girl out. Like, you don't even know. All of the footage combined makes it the perfect case for a lawyer.
It is not enough for those Zara employees to get fired. They should get criminally charged. Period, point blank. At least 2 of them. The 2 that chased that lady down and grabbed her by her arm to try to subdue her, they should be criminally charged. And if you haven't seen the video, I just seen it yesterday. I seen everybody talking about it. But this woman goes into Zara, leaves empty-handed. Mind you, she walked in with a coat. She leaves with a coat. These women, like 5 employees from Zara, they abandon the store, right? Leave the store unattended to chase this woman through the mall. They're literally running at full speed, trying to grab this woman to get her to come back, follow her all the way to the parking garage, surround her car. She's frightened. She pulls off because she doesn't know what's going on. She pulls off, parks somewhere else at the mall safely, and calls the police because she's like, what is going on? Why are these 5 women literally running full speed at me? The police come and speak to both parties, and guess what? The lady hadn't stolen anything. They searched her car, they searched her bag. She had nothing on her that belonged to the store. And the store employees were still trying to convince the cops, look at the video. There's nothing on the video that shows. They could not show us anything that showed that lady stealing at all. And then they're like, well, where is she? Maybe we could follow her and see if she threw the merchandise out. She's still at the mall. And the lady was like, she's still at the mall? Yeah, girl, she didn't go anywhere. She called the police on y'all asses, and y'all need to go to jail. I really hope that she intends to pursue charges to the fullest extent. Because imagine you're minding your business, shopping while black, right? And you get literally physically assaulted because somebody thought you stole and you didn't. Getting fired is not enough. They need to be criminally charged. She obviously needs to sue. And I'm still waiting. Did Zara make a statement? Because I have not seen anything. And I feel like this incident is so large that they 100% have to make a statement on this.
I have a couple of things to say about this Zara employee situation. So all the Zara employees left the store for over half an hour. Over like $100 purchase. They left thousands of dollars of merchandise unwatched and unmanned for... And then she go call the police herself. The black woman that they was chasing, she called the police and said, come search my car, because this is fucking annoying. And I'm with the police, like, that's the dress wrapped up in a coat. She ditched shut the fuck up. And they was all trying to make up stories. It wasn't adding up. Stories wasn't adding up right then and there. There is nothing more dangerous than white women who think they're about to be a hero when it comes to a black person. There is nothing more dangerous than a savior wannabe white woman when it comes to black people. And the fact that they're not even American women, they're like Eastern European, is within itself, because we all saw Speed go through their countries. Eastern or Northern, wherever the fuck they want to claim they're from. I don't care. And not only that, Zara has a no chase, no touching policy. When I worked at We People, we didn't give a fuck if people were stealing steel. We got insurance on everything. We don't care.
White people. One thing about white people, they always gotta be in somebody else's business. what I'm saying is, have y'all seen the Zara video? That black lady, one, was racially profiled. Two, went to Zara, didn't find nothing at Zara, because a lot of times you don't find nothing at Zara, because Zara is high as hell. So even though you might go in there thinking, oh, I'm about to do my little 1-2, you leave because you said, oh no, it's not in the budget today. Sorry, the budget's in danger. She went to the Zara, said, oh, I don't want anything, left, walked down the hallway calm. Then out of nowhere, white woman number one, ping, comes up to her. She says something to her. She's like, what are you talking about? Keeps walking. Next thing you know, white woman number two, ping, comes up the store, starts following her down the hallway. Now she's feeling like, what the hell? I got a situation. Next thing you know, white woman number three, ping, comes out the store. Now there's a chase. The black woman had time to run from Zara down the mall corridor, in the cafeteria, in the food court. White woman number one with the blonde bob grabbed her arm. She ripped her arm back, like, leave me alone, leave me alone. Continued to run to her car. White woman number four done came out the store now at this point. Now they're all chasing her. She made it to her car. They're all standing behind her car, trying to film her license plate. She peels away. What they didn't understand is, I've done nothing wrong, so she called the police on them. They didn't call the police on her. She called the police on the employees when she drove a little bit off-site. The police reviewed the footage. They're like, oh, she stole a pink dress. Never was a pink dress on her arm. The employee's trying to go to back saying, I never touched her, you did. We saw it in the mall video. On her arm was her jacket. Nothing pink was on her arm. The police searched her whole car. Nothing was in that car that said Zara. The police is like, oh, maybe she ditched it while she was running in the mall. They were behind her the whole time during the whole chase. She didn't ditch nothing. So what I'm saying is, these jobs have no chase policies. These jobs have don't touch nobody policies. You are not the police. So if these women felt in danger, why would you be following her? If these women felt something was off, call the mall security. You are not the sheriff. You ain't not the sheriff, baby. And guess what? That's going to have a lawsuit. Because if it was me, not only am I suing the four of you personally for attacking me and following me throughout the mall, but I'm also suing Zara. And that's probably why we see the footage today. Because I have never. You would think they own the company. And guess what? They've all been fired. You don't own the company. If this woman stole a pink dress, there's asset protection. They have insurance. That's just my take. What y'all think? Put it in the comments below. Peace.
Those 3 employees from Zara, they all need to be fired. Because if you listen to what the police was saying, oh, they do this a lot, they always do this, well, fire them. And then everybody in the comments keep on saying the same thing. Retail has no chase policy. Well, why are y'all doing that? Can y'all tell me again? Don't tell me, tell all of us, because we all want to know. And then for, you know what I'm saying, not one, not two, it was 3 of them running. Another creator brought something to my attention. The only reason why they released the footage of all those different angles, I mean, they released every angle down to the car, down to them standing behind her car with their cell phones recording. The lady was like, the only reason why they released that is because she already, you know what I'm saying, I guess she already tried to sue them, or she did sue them. I don't know what's going on with that. But like, think about it. Normally we always see videos of girls getting on here, you know what I'm saying, expressing how they feel about what happened. They might not have no lawyer. They might not have the resources, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get that. I'm just saying, though.
This lawsuit is going to be the new get-rich-quick scheme for black people, okay? So here is the play. You have to look the part, right? You have to look as black as you can. Sag your pants, okay? You want to go shopping somewhere relatively nice, but not too nice where you know you're not going to get in anyway, right? You want to act borderline suspicious, but not too suspicious. And then you just want to calmly walk out. I feel like 1 or 2 out of 10 times, you'll get a lawsuit. Okay? Or you'll get an accusation that can lead to store credit. I think we've located the new get rich quick scheme, okay? You're just playing on people's prejudices. Because she's about to get a bag.
The video with the Zara employees chasing the woman across the mall, I think we've all seen it by now, right? If you haven't, I'll describe it to you instead of making you go search for it. Basically, there's this video that's like made up of all CCTV footage and body cam footage of these 3 Zara employees that literally chase a black woman across an entire mall and into a parking garage because they believe that she's stolen something from the store. They then call the police, and the police come and find this woman. They search her car. Spoiler alert, there was nothing stolen from the store. There have been a lot of videos made about it, and I truly find the footage really disturbing for obviously a number of reasons. Number one, I've never worked in retail, but I've worked in restaurants since I was 18 years old, which is longer than I care to talk about. The difference between retail and restaurants, obviously, is that we're not paid minimum wage. We're paid like a fraction of minimum wage that's supposed to be made up by tips. So if a guest doesn't pay their check, I mean, first of all, there are some places that will make you pay the check if they don't pay the check. But if a guest doesn't pay the check, a lot of times you have to tip out your like bartender and essays, and in some places host based on the percentage of your sales that night. So even if a dine and dash is comped, it's still a house sale, so you're still responsible for that percentage of the cost of that table, even if it's comped, if that makes any sense. Comp means it exists and we're taking the cost away, and a void means it doesn't exist, so there is no cost. All of that to say there is maybe something small to gain by trying to get the customers to pay for their tab, right? But in retail, first of all, the employees are paid like a higher hourly wage, obviously, and I believe that loss is built right into the budget. A couple of years ago, there was this like sort of trend of people, like large groups of people, almost like a flash mob, going into luxury stores and like just kind of hitting the store and stealing thousands of dollars of merchandise in a very short amount of time, like such a short amount of time that like nobody had time to act. It was such a big trend that they did it on Law and Order SVU. The thing about the videos of those thefts is that the people who worked there literally just stood back and watched it happen. Because the truth is, no matter the cost of anything in your store, nothing in that store is worth your life. And if these people are crazy enough to walk into the store in the middle of the day, like right in front of you, and steal something from you, who knows what else they're crazy enough to do, right? So don't chase them, just let it happen and we'll deal with it later. And that was in like Gucci and Louis Vuitton, which Zara is far from, okay? So these women had nothing to gain by chasing this woman across the mall, nothing at all, right? I saw another video where they were saying that the fact that we're seeing the CCTV footage of like the mall and we're seeing the body cam footage means that this woman has either already filed charges and, you know, gotten a conviction of these women, or she's already sued and got some sort of resolution. We wouldn't just be seeing body cam and CCTV footage. Like, it's just not possible. That's discovery. I think it's clear just from looking at the footage that this woman was racially profiled. I mean, these employees literally double and triple and quadruple down on that they absolutely saw her steal something. She stole nothing. And even if she did, what was it worth, really? Like, tops. How much is a jacket from Zara? Like, really? Come on. I'd just be interested to know if they were like watching her like that the entire time. Like, what was it that made them think that she was stealing? Was it like the blanket or the jacket over her arm? I have no idea. It's so clear it was racially profiled. But the thing that's the most disturbing to me, I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about, and that is that the 3 employees from Zara, 2 of them are immigrants and 1 of them is a trans woman. Of all of the people in all of the world that know what it is like to be judged solely on your appearance, those 3 women know, especially the trans woman, who by far is the most vocal of the people insisting that this woman stole, which just goes to show you that white people be white no matter what flavor of white they are. Anyway, I hope this woman got her bag, and I hope when it's all resolved, she will come out and tell us everything that she got from those women and from Zara, who, by the way, has been uncharacteristically quiet for this entire thing. All we know is that they were fired. And what, Zara? Come on. My God, today. What's next, TikTok?
Listen, I don't know why she still went to a Zara. That is none of my business, because the point of the video was that that woman was racially profiled by 3 employees. And I fear that a few of you who have left comments like this have missed that point. And I fear you've missed that point because you don't understand what it is to actually know in the moment that you're being racially profiled. See, when you look like me, you will get racially profiled for standing on a corner on a sunny day. It literally does not matter that that woman went to a Zara. What I said in the video was that in that particular part of Washington State, it is a suburb of Seattle, Washington, that woman would have been racially profiled at some point in the day. That's the point. The other point I made is that nobody should be getting chased through a mall by employees, because most stores and most malls consider that a liability. So the entire situation should not have happened, full stop. That's the point. And yet I've seen comments like this coming like, well, why are we still shopping at Zara? Y'all would have failed DBQs in high school. Now here's the gag. Most people that look like me become hyper aware of racial profiling at a very early age, right? Because that's just a reality that we live in. You might not get it, because maybe you've never been racially profiled in a Toys R Us at 13 by the octogenarian white security guard who walked right past a dusty-faced white kid who was shoving literally handfuls of video games down the front of his pants. Maybe you've never experienced that. And when I've told that story in the past, people haven't been like, well, why were you at a Toys R Us? Because that is an insane question to ask. That's crazy. But jumping into a conversation about a woman being racially profiled by 3 white employees, and this is the question you ask, yikes. Yikes!
The Zara employees who falsely accused a woman of theft have now been dismissed and may face a $100,000 lawsuit. An incident involving false accusations at a Zara store in the city of Linwood has sparked widespread public attention. A black woman was accused of stealing clothes while shopping at Zara. The female clerks chased the woman all over the mall, only to find that she hadn't stolen anything. However, the clerks refused to admit their mistake and called security to follow her and try to arrest her. Danya experienced extremely unfair treatment while shopping again. She wanted to buy a suitable outfit, but when she turned to leave without finding one, she liked several shop assistants surrounded her and accused her of stealing her jacket. Danya tried to leave to avoid further confrontation, but they chased after her after Danya got into her car. The shop assistants called the police. When the police arrived and examined her clothes, they found no evidence of theft. However, the shop assistants persisted in their accusations, and Danya was ultimately released without charge after the incident was exposed. Many people suggested she sued Zara, while others still held the outdated belief that Danya threw away the stolen clothes during her escape, which is why she wasn't discovered. What do you think?
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and thank you so much for watching till this point. And you guys have literally seen what this black woman did to these people, and I'm so excited. Like, I am very, very, very excited, because at the end of the day, let it make sense to me that someone is actually shopping, and the only thing you can think of is to chase her, running as if she stole every single thing in the store, leaving other customers behind just because of one black woman. Black people are the only one that steals. Black people are the only one that do this. Black people are the only one that do that. Sometimes I look at the lives of some of these white folks and I wonder how they were breathed. Now for this, you have literally lost your jobs. Both ladies have lost their job. A lot of black people are also boycotting Zara. And it did not just end here. This, my beautiful woman that made us proud, went ahead and pressed charges so that they will understand the principle of a black woman when next they see a black woman. And you guys, I love what one of my guys said in the clips that I actually rolled out, where he literally said, Black Americans, there are some things that you don't need to stress yourself about. Make sure you look that very, 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 very black, right? And when you look very, very, very black and these people are coming to racially profile you, do not say anything. Just allow them to do their thing. Take your footage that you want to take and press lawsuit. It is high time we start enjoying, we start getting some fruit of our labors. It is high time black people start showing them that yes, we too, we can make money off our labor, off our pains. Every single time these people are trying to shame Black American, every single time these people are trying to make Black people look stupid, every single time these people are trying to make Black people look like Black people are not worth it. And sometimes I keep asking questions like, what have we done? You people have seen our glory. You have seen our glory. Let's just even assume that this woman actually went to Zara to go and steal something. Let's assume she stole something. What is the duty of these white women to do? They were literally supposed to call the cops on her. True or false? They were literally supposed to call the police on her. Are they supposed to leave the 1,000 that are in the store and chase just one person? Chasing her as if it's a problem. And for some people that were literally saying in the comment section that, oh, why do you have to run like that since you know you didn't steal anything? My sister, you have to run because you don't know the intention that these people are coming with. Yes. So I literally do not blame her for running because she didn't even know what was coming for her. She thought maybe something has gone wrong somewhere. She thought maybe there was an emergency somewhere. And when they started chasing, she started running as well. Not until she got into her car and then she now found out that these people were actually coming for me. So what did I do? And the next thing is, you stole something. You stole something. And I love what this woman did. After showing them, she went ahead, called the cops on them by herself and told the cops to search her car. And the moment they did that, she went ahead and pressed charges. Now Zara is losing a lot of customers. Zara is being dragged for racially profiling people in their stores. Now every single thing they've been doing in the dark is now coming to public. It's not coming to everybody, for everybody to see who these people are. This is how God will continue to expose those of you that choose not to let Black people be. Those of you that choose that Black people are your problem. Black people are the only people that you people will literally not give peace in this life. How can you get peace? So right now, you don't have a job and you are getting sued and the company is getting the power of Black people. Boycott whatsoever you want to boycott. Sue their damn acts. For those ones that say they're not going to let us have peace, do not give them peace too. Remember, even the Bible said there is no peace for the wicked. Yes, if you choose peace, you get peace. But if you choose not to have peace, why do you think you're going to have peace? Why? It's crazy. I really felt so bad for that woman. I don't know how she's feeling right now, but I'm sending her hugs. And I want to say a very big thank you and shout out to every single creators that took out their time to react to this video. God super duper bless all of you and credit to you guys. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I don't take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys.